Hello. Welcome back to Factorio. We have some jamming issues, like our wont to have in hard crafting. I'm going to take this off for the moment. Actually, let's put a fair bit in there. This is backed up. Yeah. Okay. 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 So that's sort of going again. I'm just going to let it keep going the way it's going. Let's get some other kind of research happening though. Let's do plastics. Plastics. That's going to get us to the chemical science pack. It's going to be a while before I'm actually ready to produce these. But getting them unlocked, getting them available, I think is going to be kind of helpful. Okay, so what I wanted to do this time was move the pulverizers and the second stage of iron processing just a little bit further away. Probably just down here somewhere. It doesn't really need to be a lot further away right now. Just far enough away to where it can be sort of recognizable as its own isolated step. I'm going to make a couple of these, a couple more. And I have a crusher. I'm going to make a second crusher. So, and we can actually put some more thought into how to design this, because this was kind of a mess. I'll admit that. It was a little bit of a mess to put that together that way. This is not going because we're not actually getting a whole lot of iron through the system right now, but that should be changing a little bit here pretty quick. So, let's think about this a little bit. We have pulverizers who are making this. That has... Actually, I'm going to make another couple, because I want to do this part a little better than this as well. Like the output from the machines themselves. Oops. Can I make more? Yeah, I can make a couple more. I think I might want to do something kind of like this. And then let's see, because this is going to be the input line. Nope, wrong one. We're going to have a power pole here I think I might want this to go this way. Because over here, somewhere around here, we're also going to have these crushers that are processing slag. And we're going to want the output from this to somehow feed back into this. The input of this can just be something kind of like this. Can I make another? I can make another box. Okay. So this is going to output gravel and crushed iron. This is going to output slag. So I think it probably makes sense. I need more wood. Probably makes sense to just have a splitter right in front of those boxes. For splitting these up. I suppose it doesn't really matter which way it goes. So then that will be the input from here, and then we'll have another input from elsewhere. This though, this we want to be filtering off the slag, probably on that side. Something kind of like this. Kinda. I feel like I actually want to do it more like this. And put an input priority from there. And an output priority on that side. I don't have a light down here, do I? Okay. Because I want this to prioritize processing the slag that comes out of these machines over slag that comes in from elsewhere, because this is what's going to keep this whole little cycle thing moving. And then this is going to be everything else. So this is going to be the nuggets and the pulverized iron. So this still looks a little bit kind of gross, but I think it's actually a lot better than, like, it's a lot more organized than what's going on up here. This is all kinds of a mess. And then we're slowly kind of chewing through this gravel. I'm just going to let that go for now. I'm not going to worry about it. And then this is going to be kind of the real output of the system, of this little module-ish thing. I'm not sure if I can even necessarily call this a module. I'm not going to put this into a blueprint. I might put parts of it into a blueprint, but I'm not going to put the whole thing into a blueprint. Because I do think there's a better way to figure out how to do this. Okay, I'm gonna go get some more belts real quick. Looks like I could probably afford to get some more green science made. I don't particularly care about this right now. Oh, I need to actually make more. But like at this point, I don't feel like science is critical anymore. It's not like holding me back. It's like the science is ahead of what I'm actually capable of doing. But that's actually how we want it. We are out of the coal dust. That's what this is, right? Yeah, coal dust. I still have some actual coal. Let's get that where it makes sense to be. And then, so the only thing with this part of the system is that now, my mouse is kind of acting up a little bit again, but now we just have to make sure that the only things that are coming in on this belt are gravel and crushed iron, and the only thing coming in on this belt is slag. So, kind of what's going on up here is I'm putting the nuggets and the crushed iron back on kind of the input line, kind of, and that's actually kind of a big part of what's causing this to back up so bad. And with this kind of setup, that's not really going to happen. It's probably still going to get jammed. It's just going to get jammed in for different reasons. So let's get these. I can probably configure this to not autosave so often. I don't usually notice that, but I'm starting to notice it more. Right, so this is basically going to be the output from these machines. These machines plus the drills. That's actually kind of what I'm looking at here. And I'm going to want the nuggets to be filtered off ahead of time. So let's do, and that's all that's coming in right here right now. So I'm just going to do this real quick, just to kind of prepare for what this is going to look like. This is filtering off nuggets on that side. That should change absolutely nothing right now. That means everything else is eventually going to come down this way, and the other things that are coming down this way is nuggets, no, not nuggets, specifically not nuggets, slag and crushed iron. And that's actually kind of it, right? From this part of the system. If I don't have the gravel coming in on this part of the system, then this should be just slag and crushed iron. So we can filter off crushed iron here. And this will be slag. So then the only other thought here is, how do we get gravel in here? Because we don't want it to come in on this line. Now, we only want it to come in separately. And I think I want to do it this way. I think that's where it should come in. Because that will mean, what this means is that anytime that I want to input gravel into the system, it will not be blocked by crushed iron and vice versa. Because that will definitely help to not block the system. That will, since this is just one line, that will somewhat limit the capacity of what can be processed here, but we can upgrade these lines as we do and basically fix that problem. So with that, I think at this point I think I'm going to stop filtering off slag right there. Let's get, I needed gates for something? For something? I don't know what. There's reinforced concrete walls. I will want those, but not yet. There's sniper turrets. I do want those as well, but I guess not yet. Accumulators or solar. I think I want the solar panels, because if for some reason I run out of coal, which this is not a very big coal patch, so there's somewhat of a chance that I could run out of coal before I find another coal patch. Alright, so we should be getting slag down here at some point. Eventually. And I also want to stop filtering off the crushed iron here. I will put this in here somewhere, maybe? Maybe in here. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Actually, yeah, so this is not going to work because I have this set. So let's take that off. Let's take this off. That should work. There we go. Now we're getting stuff filtering down here. And we can actually hook this up. Let's get some more power poles. We can put this in a spot where it's actually kind of going to, well, I mean, I guess I'm leaving this here now, so it's not really in a bad spot there. Okay, and then gravel. I'm going to... Why am I getting gravel coming down here? Oh, this is just coming straight from the drill up there. Okay, I actually don't want to be ripping all that up. Let's change this into just a belt. This is fine. I also want to do stuff like that, I think. I want the input priority to be from this. I want to keep stuff that's currently getting processed by the system to keep moving through the system. Let's turn this to get down here. Is that really blocked all the way already? Sort of. Oh, it's because it's getting filtered onto the one line. Okay, that's fine. We have ways of making that better. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Alright, so here's our first little bit of output. And it does appear to be filtering things off correctly. So now I want to figure out, I guess it's not that hard to figure out, but I want to figure out how to get the nuggets to the area where they should be. So we're going to move this here, filter off the nuggets here. I need more belts again. We can actually probably shift how this is working. Like this. And then the steel steel can kind of work in a similar way, I think. how this is going. This can be pulverized iron. Put that in a box. I need more iron. And then, actually, I'm going to do it this way, so that I can do that. Yeah. I need to get the coal dust down here as well. And do that. So this should eventually run out of either gravel or crushed iron. I think it's going to run out of crushed iron first. Or, sorry, run out of gravel first. And these boxes down here should probably be steel boxes. Same for that one. And I could redirect all of this down there. I'm gonna have to take it all apart at some point anyway. I can speed up the process though by moving this down there. I want to be moving around as few raw materials as I can, because I don't want to have to sort through that in my inventory. I want to minimize that problem. I can move this down there too, I guess. Sort of. Put another storage box down there for the rest of it. And then this this is full as well. So I should get these to stop here pretty soon. That is all backed up because I filled it up. That's why. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. we can get this gravel routed down there somehow. I think I'm gonna be a little bit lazy about it. Like I'm lazy about everything. Just bring it down like this. And connect it up to this one. And we have a ton of crushed iron to filter through, so I'm just going to keep turning rocks into gravel. We can turn the pulverized iron into iron plates as well. It's probably what I'm going to do. Well, I'll just make another little smelter thing here. How do I want to do this? Not sure how I want to do this. I'd actually kind of like... Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. When this fills up, output priority right. When that fills up, we will start filtering off the extra pulverized iron onto the smelting line. Because the pulverized iron is... Where is it? Iron plates by pulverized iron is 1-to-1 for iron plates. So it's effectively like a nugget. It just takes a little bit longer, almost twice as long, but that's fine. If we have excess iron, and we're not going to need, like, we have a lot of steel already for where we are right now, so I'm not super worried about that. And if we need more steel production at some point, we'll figure that out. But for now, it's totally fine. And then this is done. This is all done. So we can take all this down. Make it less of kind of a mess up here. Okay. I've got plenty of space left. Okay, and then I have some crushed iron and some gravel and some slag. So now we can expand on this area to make sure it's actually capable of handling all the stuff we're pushing into it. I think I want to do a similar thing here where it's preferring the input from this output. What's the light level looking like up here? Since I took that lamp out. Put that right there. Okay, and then this can become just a regular belt. This can become a regular belt. Got a few more things. Okay. So looks like we're slowly picking up on gravel. These pulverizers are not filling up a belt. Looks like about half. Maybe a little bit more than half of a belt. What I think I'll do with that is this is certainly less than half of the belt. I think I'll do with that. It's only 38. I'll take it though. Don't think I need that many. And I can't quite make that because I don't have... I'm one plate short. One plate short. Okay. So what that means is I think we can extend this another 4. I need more steel. I don't need that much steel though. Just one stack will be fine. It is sort of dark over here. Ah. And we can do kind of similar setup. I still have plenty of belts left. And I do have one of these. I don't know how that's going to work with that part. It looks like it'll be fine though. And I think I should speed this up to... This could get a little bit awkward, because this is probably where the capacity issue of this belt is going to become a problem. But that's fine. It's really fine for now. I don't need this to be running at full capacity yet. And I'll probably even be moving it at some point. Yeah, this is backed up, so we should... I need more iron plates again. We should actually balance this instead of just putting it directly on the belt, or merging those belts that way. I'll do that. It looks like maybe I should upgrade this section of the belt as well. Or... I mean, it's probably fine. This gets us to blue science, so let's do that. I want to get sniper turrets going. Modular roboports. And the logistics system requires blue science. But I can start making the modular roboports as well as the robots before I have that. So that's going to make everything easier by quite a lot. Oh, I didn't balance these, that's why that looks a little weird. Which is probably fine, actually, now that I think about that. This is probably unnecessary. Okay. That's actually working just fine, and the issue now is the gravel input. So I'm just going to say that's working, and I'm not really going to worry about it beyond that for a while. We can focus on other things. Let's get this stuff out of my inventory. Okay. Because it's not quite a full belt coming in, but it's close enough. We're getting stuff moving. We do need some more red science being made. Probably don't have a whole lot of time left, so I think what I'm going to do for now is work on a couple of miscellaneous smaller projects that will be helpful. So like we can let's get this steel on a belt. Get this kind of moving over this direction with everything else. How do we want to do that? I'm not quite sure how. Basically, what I'm trying to do with this is get steel over here where we can combine it with the copper to make the better power poles. I think this is probably going to end up being the way to do it. And I'll split it off here. We don't need to do anything crazy with the belt or with the bus. Let's see. Let's split this way. And bring it down here. We can split this probably the other way, just to give myself a little more space. And that doesn't need to be so far out. And one can be... Oh, wait a minute. Do they both take sticks? They both take sticks. Okay. So then let's do this. Split off some iron here. This doesn't need to be fancy. I don't think I really care about sticks being a scalable product. Let's change where this is merging at. Let's look at this. It's 8 sticks and 4 sticks. Yeah, so I want sticks to kind of be on their own line going into this. And it's 2 sticks per plate. They take half a second. I'm just gonna do it this way. And let's just do this, actually. I'm not even gonna split it off. And let's do that one there. And this is the one to produce a scrap metal. So we can do like, can set filters on these. I don't know how this is going to interact with having things pulled out with the grabber, but we'll find out. And I need a couple of power poles to get this started. And we need to actually get steel coming over here. Okay, so that should go. I'm gonna wait till I can pick up these power poles so I don't have to keep making them by hand. And put this copper back in here. Pick up. I've got green circuits. I don't need to pick up more. I am running out of these belts, so I'm going to pick up some more. I have one more of those belts, so I'm just going to put that back in there. Keep it from taking up inventory space that doesn't need to be taken up. I have a lot of grabbers right now. I have a lot of bricks right now. I have an extra crusher. I'm just going to go put this extra crusher over here. It does not look like it's really necessary, but I'll get it out of my inventory. Okay, and then we can make solar panels. And we actually have everything that we need on belts in order to make solar panels. So let's do that. Solar panels are cool. Okay, got some of those. I'm just gonna do that. It's a little silly, but I'm just gonna do it. Well, okay. We're out of time. We'll do solar panels some other time. Looks like this doesn't actually work the way I want it to. So, maybe that will. Let's try this real quick, see how this works. You're missing some copper. What's with the copper? Why did it take us so long? It must be because I only have one drill. It must be because I only have one drill. Yeah, okay, we'll figure all this out next time. I'm gonna call it here. And I will see you next time.